The Pennsylvania Volleyball Coaches Association names Parkland as the top high school girls team in the 3A classification, giving the Trojans a new motto this year to have a banner year. Since Parkland has never won a tournament except for a league championship, the girls are hopeful that this year they can collect some hardware. Leah Kosi has a preview.
They've never won a district title or made a run in the state playoffs, but this year, that may all change for the Parkland girls volleyball team as the Lady Trojans prepare to open up league play next Tuesday against Deereth, with preseason polls ranking them #1 in the 3A classification.
That was a surprise. It's a double-edged sword. You have to embrace it and know the kids that you have the respect of other people, but you also have the challenge to, when you go to compete, everybody wants to compare yourself. If you're at that spot, they want to see how they do, and they're going to try to prove that they belong better than you are.
It's definitely an honor, like the beginning of the season, to be named such a high position to begin with, but we really need to put in the work to back it up.
We've been working so hard as a team, and we just all click, so we all work really well on the court together, and it's a lot of fun here.
With just 3 seniors lost to graduation, the Trojans are returning a lot of firepower to the court, and these players weren't just sitting around all summer. According to head coach Mike Krause, they've been working overtime in the weight room, which has them reaching heights never seen before.
We've got 7 girls that are touching over 9 feet. We got 2 girls that are touching 9'7". We didn't have that before ever. And they're learning to hit the ball at that height.
Individually, we've all been doing jump training. We've all been conditioning. We've put in so much work over the summer, and we've been jumping like jumping beans. We are just going so high.
You have to be anxious then to start.
Yeah, definitely. I'm so excited.
You look up there and there's no banner, but I mean, we can't focus on that. It's little steps, baby steps, first LVCs and districts, and hopefully if that all comes together, we'll be in states.
At the end of last season, Parkland would lose a second time to Nazareth, which would ultimately cost them a chance to play in leagues, with the Blue Eagles taking the North Division and Emmaus the wild card by just 1 win. And while the Trojans will play in districts, their season would come to an end in the semifinals at the hands of the Hornets.
It was rough. I mean, any loss is rough to us, but it was a learning experience. We learned that we do have to work more as a team, and we need to communicate. We have to trust each other, but we're not going to we look back on that. We know we don't want it to happen again, so we just keep working harder and harder. This year, we kind of just want to show people that we're a force. We can do this, and we've been so close in the past that why not try and do it again.
Our goal is to get through to the district finals. And in this league, in this district, it's so strong. That's why it's got to be consistent. We could have some good games, but other teams can have good games too. So our challenge is to be consistent and play and go out on the floor and see what you can do.
With the Trojans, Leah Kosi, 2 Sports.
So #1 in the state to start. We'll see where they finish. And a couple other teams locally are in the rankings in the state.
Well, Central Catholic and Emmaus that we've already previewed, they're 6th and they're 9th. Parkland plays Emmaus at Emmaus on the 27th of September, and then Central in October on the 12th. They only play those teams once during the season. I think Central Catholic's quality over the last couple of years, and especially this decade, has definitely made teams better. Southern Lehigh, by the way, also ranked in AA as well. So volleyball in this district, like Mike Krause says, is indeed tough.